Okay, everybody, let's be clear on something. We need to all calm down. We need to all calm down when it comes to dealing with or talking about Errol Spence. Okay? Errol Spence won a tremendous bout, a tremendous fight against Mikey Garcia. Tremendous fight. Let's not take that away from him. And no one is, believe me. But as we all tend to do, we become prisoners of the moment, and we see something like an event like that, and we get caught into the event rather than the actual fight itself. Looking and assessing the fight itself, there was no way Mikey Garcia was going to win this fight. Everyone knew that going in. You know, so they can say, everybody's a boxing expert now? No, the experts told you and the fans told you. There was no way Mikey was going to win this fight. We repeatedly said it. Like, I don't know how many times that we said, but we kept saying, well, Mikey can't win this fight. Well, Mikey can't win this fight. We sound like a broken record. I remember hearing myself say it. Mikey gonna win this fight. Nah. Mikey wasn't gonna win that fight. Dude, come on. Now, Errol Spence has fought more people at 147 than Terrence Crawford. The people at 147 that Terrence Crawford beat, Errol would have beat, I figure. So, you know, Joe Horn and Benavidez at 147, those ain't bad for Terrence Crawford coming up. I mean, look at what Errol's been fighting at 147. But he beat Kell Brook. So he deserved respect just for beating and stepping in the ring and fighting Kell Brook. Hands down. Oh, they just got to get the money right. Here's the main problem. We are all caught in the prisoner of the moment where we see something and we go, wow, can't get no better than this. We become the can't get no better than this people. Right? Can't get no better than this. Oh, it can't get no better than this. Oh, it can't get no better than this. Now, Errol Spence Jr. has impressed a lot of us with some of his fights, and the things that we like about Errol is the potential. But we're getting out of hand. We're getting out of hand with all of this. Errol could do this, Errol could do that, Errol is the best, he could beat Floyd, Errol would beat a lot of these guys because he has great instincts. He has fighter instinct. Not only does he have the heart, he has the instinct. And a fighter needs to have that instinct. Because if they don't have that fighter's instinct, they're not going to make it. Okay? When a fighter don't have that instinct, he's just dead in the water. There's not too much for him to do. You're just going through, there's so many fighters that don't just have the fighter's instinct. They know what they can do, but instinctively they can't think on the fly. And when things get hot, they don't know what to do. Errol makes a lot of mistakes, a lot, and especially early on. So if anybody was thinking about getting to Errol Spence, they might want to think about getting to him in the first 3 rounds. That's when all the mistakes are going to be made. A lot of them are going to be made in the first 3 rounds. Then they happen very sparingly throughout the fight. So when you guys start talking about, is he better than Sugar Ray Leonard? Is he better than Floyd Mayweather? Floyd don't make those many mistakes in the ring. But he's young, he's willful, and yeah, he might have had good sparring matches against Floyd and looked good in sparring. I'm quite sure it was because Floyd wanted to work on something. But you could look good in sparring and get in the ring for a fight, and it's a whole different world. So when you're talking about he's better than Floyd, think about it. Errol is not that quick. He's quick, but he ain't that quick. He's not really out quicking anybody. His jabs are not all the things. It's not a great jab. It's a good jab. I mean, he does. Maybe because I watch too much boxing, I know the difference. It's a good jab. It's not a great jab. He has a. If he did this move that he did in this fight, when he squares up a lot, goes conventional, and starts throwing shots from a conventional stance. He'll throw a shot like a jab with his power hand, leaps forward with that, stop, plant his foot, and then come with a shot from his right hand. And comes so wide because he took such a stance and a leap to land the punch to stay there. He wants to, stay in the conventional stance because he's out of position. So instead of just getting back in position and take him too long to do that, he just goes ahead and starts firing a shot. He's like, well, I just throw a shot from the conventional stance. And that is a bad idea. Because one, it comes wide. Two, a smarter fighter would have closed on that. Before that hole, that was a big enough hole to drive a Mack truck through. Mikey should have clinked him with that left hook right then and there. Mikey waited to catch the blow, let it land. He saw it coming. He caught, then shot. Boom! He wanted to catch and shoot. So he hit Errol with the hook, but he couldn't follow it up with nothing. Had he led with that hook first, his hook would have got there first. Because it was so wide. I mean, that shot was so wide, he could have easily came right down the middle. And he did that a few times. He does that. That was a huge mistake that he makes. Now, the thing about him is normally when he makes mistakes, he's always in a position where he's really low, where you can't really hit him. So when he corrects those mistakes, or if you catch him with a shot once, he makes sure you ain't gonna catch him again. Now, a more seasoned fighter, they would have saw that and set a trap for him. Somebody like Floyd Mayweather, you do that to Floyd, right there, that left hook is coming. He'd have clinked Errol with that left. And that boy would have been on wobble. The Weeble wobbles. Trust me. I like Errol. I like his resolve. I like his commitment to the body. I like his positioning. But sometimes he's got to feel an opponent out to find out what he's going to do for the fight. He was looping the hands, sending them straight, touching him, but touch him hard. And he was taking the extra half step. See, that's something that a lot of boxers don't do. They become so flat-footed, they don't know how to take the half step back. Errol's good at that. He's good at taking his half steps back. When a person comes in and they trying to lunge, he's good at taking the half step. See, Mikey lunges in a lot with his offense to get his offense going because he got short arms. So he wants to get in there and knock you off position so he can land his shots. and have you reacting to his feints. But he didn't respect the power. So once you don't respect the power, now it's a whole different type of fight. Because now you don't respect this man's power. So there ain't nothing he can really do to you. You feel me? Oh man, it was so sad to see what happened and transpire with the rest of the rest of the people there. It was kind of sad, but oh well. I mean, here's the situation. Crawford's gonna have to fight Errol at some point. Errol's gonna have to go through Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. Okay, those are the two fights he's got to make. All right, Manny Pacquiao's cool. He wants these fights, so I don't blame Errol. But let's slow down. Okay, he beat Mikey Garcia. He was bigger than Mikey. Somebody like, but man, he didn't use size. The power wasn't the difference. Yes, power was the difference. Because you can't do that. You can't accomplish the things you want to accomplish with Mikey Garcia without that power. Because if Mikey's power and the size was the difference, if his power didn't have an impact on the fight, he wouldn't have been able to keep Mikey Garcia at bay. Mikey would have let his hands go more. He would have been more active. Of course, he's been trying to box him all night and not get caught. But the size was the difference. Because Mikey caught him with a couple of right-hand leads. Mikey should have jumped on him early. Mike should have capitalized, came out a little early and surprised Errol. And by taking an early round, like jumped on, like I gave him the second round. But, once they like, look, okay, it's time to get going. You let Errol get in a rhythm, and that was the only thing about the game plan of theirs I didn't like, because Errol was messing up early, bad. He was offline, everything. I'm just like, man, he's offline. And then he made the correction and started taking the half step over to get online, and it was like duck dinner. Ding! Every time it's like the microwave. Set it to 10 seconds. Ding, 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 ding. Ding! Pop, 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 pop. Ding, 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 ding. Ding! Pop, 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 pop. He was tearing that boy up. Now, I was sitting there like, man, why don't he just, call it a day? That was my thing. Just call it a day. It's been one. You did your part for the day. Just call it. I gave him one round. I mean, what, 1 round or 2 round? He didn't. It was on the judge's scorecard. He didn't win a round by no judge. It was a complete mismatch when it was made. It was completely an asinine type of fight to make, but we applauded the bravery of Mikey Garcia. So when Errol did what he was supposed to do, he was actually supposed to stop Mikey Garcia. Mikey won the moral victory just by making it to the bell. So even in that, we're jumping way off the bridge, off the performance. Now, I understand the PBC did a great job of milking this. HBO would have ripped this fight apart. Been laughing at. Well, we hope in Spence's next outing, he takes a more serious challenge than what we saw today with an outmanned, too small Mikey Garcia. Now, we would have heard that all through the doggone telecast. But here, they praised the fighters, they praised the challenge. And it's okay, but the fight went the way it was. It's supposed to go. It was supposed to go this way. I mean, dominated by Spence. That's the way I saw it going in, and the way it ended, dominated by Spence. So, will he be able to do that to Terrence Crawford? Hell no. Terrence will beat him. I know how Terrence will beat him and everything. Errol thinks his size is going to matter. He's going to think Bud can't beat him. Bud's too small to hurt him. He's too big. Here's the thing. Errol will get hurt in the body by Terrence. Terrence, you ain't going to be able to stay behind your jab and your reach with Terrence. Terrence going to make you work every minute of the round, and he going to get to you. If he got to jump in, feint, be physical, he's going to hit you with everything. Then if you want to fight southpaw, he'll fight southpaw. And when you throw that lazy jab and he throw that big left hand over that jab, Errol your jab gonna have to be correct. You gonna have to be right. Crawford get hit too much? Crawford a fighter. He fight too much. Errol got hit a lot with Kell Brook. He stayed in there though. His sloppiest fights until he got into a rhythm. Once he got into the rhythm, it benefited him, right? Granados is a tough fight for Danny Garcia. See, a lot of these fights by the PBC, with all the guys they try to showcase, nobody lives up to the billing. Anthony Durrell. I'm like, y'all made Anthony Durrell a killer. Anthony Durrell is 1 foot out the business. Yo, he 1 foot out the game. Pretty soon there's gonna be no more him. Y'all walking around talking about him. Listen, he asked for that fight with Errol Spence because it was going to be a big pay-per-view. Al hooked it up. Believe me, that was part of the storyline. His team didn't want it. Mikey felt he could beat him. And they said, all right, we'll make a big pay-per-view for Mikey Garcia. And they did. Keith Thurman didn't get no pay-per-view. Adrian Broner just had his first pay-per-view, and he was losing all his fights. He ain't won a fight since, I think, Granados. And he really lost that one. I love Errol, man. He's great. You know, I like his demeanor. I like the way he carries himself. I don't like Errol when he's around them Charlos. You know, he's very disciplined as a man. So that I respect a lot from him. The problem that I'm having is all the extra activities that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you got all this extra activities going on and you have all these other people waiting to pull at you and ready to tear you apart, now this is where the problem set in at. You got all these different settings going on. You got all these other people upset about certain things. Now you got problems that you should have never had in the first place. Of course, Errol got full credit. He did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do. But I'm saying everybody need to relax. We're getting too excited over this. He didn't beat another welterweight. He beat a guy 2 weight classes down. Relax. If he did this to Sean Porter, or if he did this to Keith Thurman, then great. But we just saw Sean Porter get waxed by Ugas. He got waxed by Ugas. So Ugas really should be in the conversation right now to fighting Errol, but they want to build these mega fights up, so they got to keep their guys winning, even though these features they be doing on these guys and blowing them up to be something, they're getting exposed when they be put in the ring. We just saw the Riverside Rocky now keep Thurman around the damn ring like a pinball. And then he gonna raise his hand. Yo, one time, I'm back. I'm back, baby. One time. Yeah, one time. The real true champion. It's gonna be like, huh? All you just did was run. The Riverside Rocky was chasing you and then he lost. Yeah, he pounded on a guy that was too small for him. And he couldn't get him out of there. So a lot of welterweights gonna look at it like, oh, Errol's not that strong. So I don't see how anybody would think he would get rid of Terrence Crawford so easy. You'll see the difference between Mikey and Terrence. Terrence beat Mikey easy. Easy. And it's a confidence level. It's a confidence. Now they both are they have different personalities. But Bud's crazy and confident. Yeah, you think you're gonna take Bud confidence? Not gonna happen. Now this is a fight in which probably never gonna happen. You're never gonna probably see this fight. Sad, but it is what it is. You got more chances to see the Keith Thurmans and the Sean Porters fight him than any come see Terrence Crawford. Cause I tell you right now, Bud will beat Keith Thurman. Bud will beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter be the hardest fight for Bud because he gonna make it an ugly fight with headbutts coming forward like a bull and trying to bulldog Terrence. So that'll be a whole different fight altogether. But that's the mega fight there. Errol deserves all the praise. He deserves everything, but we need to just slow down. How would he do against Mayweather and all that? Oh, he just fought Mikey Garcia. Calm down. Okay? Let him fight a welterweight and do this to a welterweight his size. The only welterweight his size he fought was Kell Brook. That was of any credibility. Okay, he beat up old Peterson. Now, the kid's got the goods. I mean, there's a lot of potential in him. He's still growing as a fighter. There's still a lot of improvement to do. And he needs to make them, like, ASAP. That's what I'm saying. Just give it time. People jumping the gun too quick. It's like, just give it time, y'all. Y'all are so excited so fast. Let things materialize first before y'all start jumping off the bridge. You know, let things develop. And then if it hits a certain plateau, then you can get involved. If not, then don't get involved. So, a lot of people don't believe in Errol. Some people told me he got a drinking problem. Like he get drunk, he drink too much. I'm like, Errol? I've never seen Errol Spence take a drink a day in my life. I ain't gonna deny it. Because I knew Adrian was getting drunk. Broner. I knew he was getting drunk. He was drunk when he asked me, was I drinking out his Coca-Cola? I'm like, do you think I'm going to drink out your Coca-Cola can when I know it ain't no Coca-Cola in that damn can? I could smell it out of the damn can. So now I'm not drinking your Coca-Cola. Now they said Errol's drinking, and I'm like, Errol drinking? And they were like, man, if he just cut that drinking out, I've never seen Errol drink. I've seen Errol about 3-4 times and never saw him drinking. Never saw him drinking. So, I mean, I won't say that, put that rumor out there. But, yeah, other trainers and other people who was around said Errol just got to, you know, he drink too much. You know, we might want to cut that out. I'm like, Errol Spence drinking? So it could be true. I mean, they would know because they've been around him more than me. But, yeah, the drinking part should probably be, you know, cut out if you want to definitely strive for greatness. But I don't take him as a person that gets drunk. You know, go out, yeah, I'm getting drunk tonight. That don't seem like Errol to me. You know? Errol beats everybody at 147. I don't know that. See, that's the problem. I don't know that. I don't know that to be true. Because here it is. I don't know that to be true. And the reason why I say I don't know that to be true, because I'm seeing it. Seeing it, dog. He's got the potential to do it. I definitely will favor him against Keith Thurman. I definitely would favor him against Sean Porter. Even though Porter would make a tougher fight for him than Keith Thurman. Keith is only going to be effective for 3 to 4 rounds. After 3 to 4 rounds, Keith Thurman will break down. Keith's weakness is body punching. Once Errol lands the body shots, the fight's over. Cancel Christmas, it's over. Fight's done. You feel me? Fight's over, baby. Cake's on the griddle, he's already greased. Fight's over. No, long as Spence can make 147, he needs to stay right there. The bigger they go up in weight and you fight some of them big boys, you already saw what a big boy did to him. Had him on Dream Street. That boy was doing the stanky leg. You don't want that. You don't want no parts of that moccasin. Just relax. No, I like Errol. I just don't think he would beat Terrence Crawford. And that's his crossroads to me. He could beat Sean Porter and Keith Thurman easy. We just saw Sean Porter and Keith Thurman get their butt whooped in their last fights. So what really is he doing by beating them? Is just clearing them out the way for me. Right? Oh, the Charlo brothers, the Charco brothers, Chorito. Listen, you probably won't never see that fight. They have no intentions of making that fight. Spence's next 3 fights will be Pacquiao, Porter, Keith Thurman. That's how it's gonna go down. And who would want to see a pay-per-view mauling brawl with Sean Porter and doggone Sean Porter as a pay-per-view fighter, period, against Errol? Come on. We saw what Ugas did. Sean Porter cannot fight anybody. He cannot bulldoze over. Once he found out that he can't bulldoze Errol, Errol can hold his ground, and Errol started turning up on him, Sean's done. But Sean is a more dangerous fight because he fights so wild. He can end up headbutting Spence or making a problem for him, a cut. You know, it's a whole different type of fight. He won't let Spence get in a rhythm. Or will he? I don't know. Sean Porter don't get it. Kenny Porter is going to lead him to his destruction. Oh, Jared Hurd? Yeah. It's a different type of situation. He's not a power puncher. He's a heavy puncher. He just got heavy hands. And his energy and his weight mauling you and wearing you down, putting all that pressure on you, pretty soon you just fold. You know, he's not a guy that can win on the cards, really. He get outboxed like a lot of the rounds. But his thing is attrition. He wear you down. Well, a lot of people see things differently, man. That's what makes things fun. Makes it challenging, it makes it interesting. The whole nine. I came in the game, it was different, man. People had respect for each other. They knew something about the sport. Now, because of social media, whoever has the most popping page, they get the benefit of the doubt. So that's all it is. Well, we'll see what happens, you know. Like I said, I just don't think. I think we just need to slow down a bit with Errol. Let him prove. You know, Floyd had to prove. You know, nobody, anyone, and that's what's weird. Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao, beat Manny Pacquiao. Oh, he fought Pacquiao 3 years too late. Pacquiao's older than him. Is Pacquiao older than him or Floyd older than Pacquiao? Which one is it? Because Manny just turned 40. Floyd just turned 41. I think Floyd is older than Manny. So Floyd is 41. Manny just turned 40. So Floyd's older than Manny Pacquiao. But y'all talking about he fought Manny Pacquiao 3 years too late. Floyd's older than him. He fought him 3 years too late. Floyd's older than him, no. But he fought him 3 years too late. Remember that. Now, everybody want to see Errol Spence fight Manny Pacquiao. In his last fight, to basically a cash out fight. And he gonna get more credit for beating Manny Pacquiao than Floyd, who beat him 4 years ago. It'd be probably, 4 years ago. 2019, definitely 4 years ago. So Floyd fought him 4 years ago, and here it is 4 years after that. When you say Floyd fought him 3 years too late, and now they're like, man, it's gonna be exciting. Errol and Manny Pacquiao. I'm like, let me do the math. 1, 2, 3, carry the fall. So, excuse me if I don't get too excited about the Manny Pacquiao fight. Manny's on his last leg. It's his last fight. I don't mind. If you're going to retire him out, go ahead and retire him out. But all the praise of how great he is, this fight won't determine that. It's just a money fight for me. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I say, okay, this is a money fight. We won't start getting to the real challenges until he starts fighting the guys he's supposed to be fighting. That's just it. No disrespect. Just is what it is. That's the truth. Well, when situations are dire, people do desperate things, you know. So. That is what it is. Yeah, everything's like a Rubik's Cube puzzle, man. No, they tried to get the fight with Porter. Porter went and chose to fight Ugas. So that only left the Mikey Garcia fight. Porter team screwed that up because they wanted to take the Ugas fight and fight the winner between Mikey Garcia and doggone, what's his name? Because Al saw that as the better fight, the more profitable fight. And they was right. People paid for this money fight as if this was an even fight. On everybody's experts list, it was about an 80-20 split. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, we used to have these. I used to just do one side or decorate one side. I didn't really care about doing the whole cube. Never put the focus in it. You know why? Because people always focus small. And they put their focus small, you think small, you get small results. But anyway, I took up too much of your time. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Don't forget to support the page, man. Hit me up on the Cash App if you got it and make a donation, or click the link in the description box and leave a message and leave your number, because we're gonna go live tomorrow and start calling and talking to people live. We ain't done that in a minute. So make sure you leave your number in the Streamlab. If you leave a Streamlab donation, leave your number.